Wasting away in Margaritaville. Oh, hey guys, Brian here. Getting ready to start my Florida style wet shave. So I'm pretty much ready. Got my tank top, got my Ray-Bans on, got my short haircut. So this is a typical look in Florida. So why not wear this when I'm wet shaving? But in all seriously, I'm not going to be wearing these, even though I love these glasses. But anyway, welcome to my shave channel. And seriously, it is hot in Florida, so you definitely have to wear a tank top. This is like the staple clothing of men in Florida. And the shades, pretty much I go with it, and flip-flops. And seriously, I'm gonna be using my soap. My shave is gonna be Margaritas in the Attic by Stirling Soap. So this is a very, very perfect shaving soap for Florida wet shaving. You have your menthol, you have your lime, your tequila. So definitely need a nice soap to kind of cool your face off after you've been outside playing or working. And what better soap to use than this stuff? So I'm going to be using that. I'm going to be using my favorite razor, which is my Merkur 34C HD. It's a 2-piece razor. And I love this razor. It's one of my favorite razors to use. Very, very easy razor to use for a beginner. Also for, for also a novice and, a seasoned wet shaver. This is a great razor. And what better blade to use since I'm in Florida? I figure I use a shark blade since there's sharks in Florida. So this is part of my wet shave, my Florida wet shave. And my brush of choice is going to be my Stirling Boar brush. So I'm definitely using this brush here. And I had this soaking for about 5 minutes in the cup since I've been taking since I was taking a shower. So just took a shower, and I got a little bit of sun today, so just in the mood for a nice cooling shave. So anyway, let me go ahead and start rinse my face off and start soaping up. And I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back with my first face lather. So I got this soap a while back. It's been out for a long time, but I always wanted to try it, so I got it, before the summer started here in Florida. And man, I wish I got this a lot sooner, because this is very nice cooling soap. I mean, as soon as you open the top, you can smell the menthol right away. So perfect soap for the summertime. And right now, my face is kind of tingling from this menthol. So I loaded my brush for about 30 seconds with this soap. It looks like it's really doing a nice job providing the lather so far. So actually, to be in all serious, you can shave Florida style anywhere in the world, not just in Florida. So if you want a menthol soap, you can shave anywhere up north with this. What's good about menthol soaps, you can also shave when you're sick. You have have a bad cold, you want to clear out your sinuses. Definitely recommend using a menthol soap. So I've used, before in the past I used Yeti Snot. Perazzo Green has a nice amount of menthol in the soap too. So anyway, that's a good lather right there. And as all of Stirling soaps, they produce a lot of lather, so that should be pretty good. My first pass. So I'm going to be using my 34C with my first time using this. Well, it's the first time using this shark blade. I've used shark blades before, but this is my first use of the blade, so of this particular blade. So So this should be really nice and sharp. So I'm going to go with the grain here. So anyway, hope everybody's having a good week so far. It's been raining here still in Florida, off and on. Mostly in the afternoon or evening. During the day, it's pretty sunny and warm, so still perfect weather. So hope everybody's having a good weather wherever you are in the world also. Up north or, you know, west, east of me here, across the pond. So this is my favorite razor to use, one of my favorites. If not my favorite, I can't decide because I love this razor and I also love my Rockwell. So between those two, they're definitely my favorite razors to use. And one thing about a Florida wet shave, you want to use a nice razor that's going to be, you know, where it's a nice small enough to quit, you know, to finish your shave in a timely manner so you can go back outside and play on the beach again, you know, or go back on the golf course. So what better razor to use than a 34C? So far no hurricanes in Florida, but I know there's one out there around Hawaii. So my prayers definitely go out to those guys, those people in Hawaii right now. I think it was a category 5, but it went down to a 3. And I can't remember the name of the hurricane. I think it was, oh boy, I can't remember the name of the hurricane. I think it started with an L. There's been so many hurricanes in Florida that, in the past years that it's hard to keep track of the names. So the last major one we had was Irma last year, which did pretty much a lot of damage. So hopefully this year we'll be spared from that. Everybody else will be spared from the hurricanes, and hopefully it'll be good weather. Let me go ahead and rinse, guys, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back for my second pass. Let me go ahead and face lather first. So I'm not really lying, this is really the official shirt in Florida to wear. Either this or a Hawaiian shirt, because really it's so hot in Florida. It's not the heat. It's not really the temperature. It's the humidity that kills you, because it's like 90 degree, almost like 90% humidity. So when you go outside, it seems like it hits you right in the face, like a tropical rainforest. So me myself, I wear like a lot of those those moisture wicking shirts. You know, those polo style shirts or workout shirts or tank tops. Those are perfect weather shirts for Florida. Man, the soap smells good. So definitely you can definitely catch the lime and the tequila smell in the soap. Well, I mean, that's the only scent notes in the soap. I want to say it's just menthol, tequila, and lime. Pretty simple ingredients. Pretty simple scent notes for the soap. Right, so you can still see this superb lather from the Stirling Boar. And guys, this is a great brush. If you can get this brush, awesome brush. I want to say it's like around $10 this brush. But I bought this brush last year. I bought it when it first came out, and I just basically just soaked it up every night, overnight soaked it up before I went to bed. Next morning I just rinsed out, used it again. I used it for about a month, so I soaked it every night. I shaved with this thing, soaked it. After I'm done shaving with it, I soaked it up, loaded it up with lather, with soap, let it sit overnight. Next morning I just rinsed out. So after about a month, this thing was broken in very, very nicely broken in. You can see the split hairs. It's very soft. It actually holds much better lather than it did before when I first got it. So didn't have really much of a scent. You know, the animal scent that these boar brushes usually come with. Didn't really smell that. So that was a nice job from Rod at Stirling for sourcing a superb knot for that purpose also, because I know like a lot of that animal smell kind of turns people off. So all right, let me go do that second pass with across the grain. And I love this sharp blade, doing a really fine job. I believe these shark blades are made in India. Let me just go ahead and read that if I can. I'm sorry, they're made in Egypt. Egyptian blades. So I wonder if they're made at the same factory that the Lord blades are made of. Because I love the Lord blades also. Especially the Lord Platinum blade. So I'm kind of curious. If anybody knows, if they can put a comment below, if these blades are made by Lord or at the same factory, because they seem to be very, very similar. Because I use a Lord Platinum blade, and that's one of my favorite blades to use. And this blade's pretty much shaves very similar to that blade. All right, so I'm going to do across the grain underneath my neck. So far so good with the shave. Blade is excellent, very sharp. Soap has nice slickness, nice cushion, nice feel, nice scent also. And like I said, the menthol in the soap is pretty strong. I had a bad cold, I think, before the summer started back in June. And I used this soap for like the whole week, and man, I just felt better. Because the menthol vapors that go in your nose, it just cleans everything out. So perfect soap for that. And if you're working outside, if you're working in Florida outside, or even if you go fishing, which I do too, also, after you get home at night, you just want to, you're so hot, you got sunburn. What better soap to use than Stirling Margaritas in the attic? But this soap does the trick, though. It gets you cooled off quickly. All right. All right, let me go underneath the nose there. Across the grain. So the scent strength, I'm going to say it's about a 5 or 6 on the soap. The menthol is what's really strong. I wouldn't say the scent strong. The lime, you smell a lime, so the lime's kind of like in the middle there, between a 5 and 6. So let me go ahead and rinse, guys, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back from my third pass. Let me go ahead and face lather first. And I got more than enough soap on this brush for another pass. So excellent Stirling soap. Excellent loading I did earlier. So anyway, with a Boar brush, I usually load a bit longer compared to like a synthetic. Synthetic you can load for about, I mean for me, I load for about 20 seconds on a synthetic. But for a Boar, I do like about 30 seconds to about 40 seconds. Because I seem to find that the lather kind of gets used up more in my Boar brushes than my synthetics. Toward the end of my shave. So when I definitely have enough lather to do my third pass, and that's why I do the extra loading with this Boar brush. But with this soap, the Stirling, I can probably get away with maybe 25, 5 more seconds. But with synthetic brushes, they, of course, they hold lather much better than, at least in my opinion, than the Boar brushes do. Hence, they last longer with the lather. All right, look at that lather. Still plenty of lather with this brush. All right, let's do that against the grain pass with the 34C. All right, here we go. So this is one of my first razors I ever purchased when I got wet shaving. One of the first ones I actually learned how to use. Wet shaving. I think I was on Badger and Blade and went on the shave forums and looked at what everybody else was using. When as the first razor I used was a Lord L6. So this is my second razor I picked up. But just by going by recommendations from people on Badger and Blade, I think the Shave Nook, if they're still around, they mentioned that this razor was definitely a good beginning razor to use, and beginner and also for for a seasoned pro to use also alike. But one of my favorite razors, because I can put any blade in this razor and it'll shave perfect, no matter how bad the blade is. Which you can't really do that with very many razors. Like for example, I think I took a blade that was from a cheap, like Chinese razor. I'm trying to think of the name of the razor. I think it was like a Remy or something, like a Remy Chinese blade, which looked kind of scary to use for any razors. But I put in this razor, and I got a decent shave. Might not last very long. I think I got maybe 2 shaves from that blade, but just by being in this razor, I still got a decent shave. In the Remy razor I used it, I got a horrible shave. I had like cuts and nicks all over my neck. But in this razor, I got a perfect shave with that blade. All right, underneath my chin. Let me get that last little bit right here. So if you're trying, if you're experimenting with a new blade and want to see how it feels, recommend using a razor like this for it. Like I said, this razor is great for any blade. Not really sure about using a certain blade. I would try it in 34C first, and then get the feel for it. It's kind of funny because a lot of people say the Rockwell blades that come with the Rockwell razor are horrible blades, or even the Duries, but for me in this razor, I get the best shaves with the Rockwell blade. So I get the best shaves with the Rockwell blades in the Rockwell razor. So definitely your mileage may vary, so everybody's different. Alright, let me go ahead and do a little bit more down here. So for some reason, on this side of my neck, on my left side, it's like the hair kind of, you know, when I'm shaved, it kind of grows down, but up here, kind of on this area, kind of grows up. So it's kind of a weird. I can never get a baby smooth shave off, off the first 2 passes. So I have to kind of go back and touch this up a little bit. So anyway, that's what I'll do right now. Like I said, for some reason the hair grows different on this side than this side. So I have to do a little more touching up on the side here. That's my daughter going to bed, taking a bath right now, so if you hear any background noise, that's her. And I think she knows I'm videotaping, so she kind of makes a little bit more her presence known. Alright, so anyway, this is nice, much more smoother from that little bit of touch up there. Alright guys, let me go ahead and rinse, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, and for my final step of my floral style shave, what better kind of aftershave to use than menthol aftershave? This is actually Stirling Margaritas in the Attic. It's a witch hazel and aloe. I guess it's a splash. Wouldn't really call it the aftershave. The aftershave itself has more things in it, but this is just the witch hazel and aloe splash. But I'm going to use this instead. And I love this stuff. Oh, let's see. Definitely lots of menthol in this stuff. So definitely, if you're hot, sweaty outside, want a nice, cool, refreshing shave, this stuff's the way to go. Margaritas in the Attic. The aftershave that goes with it's really good. Either that or this stuff right here, which is the aloe and the witch hazel. This stuff is awesome, by the way. If you like Osage rub, I think that Jairus makes that Osage rub, which is let's see if I can pull it out here. Which is this stuff right here. This is just like basically a version of this. This is like a version of this, but with more of the margarita and lime scent to it. So very cooling, very nice, and very nice Florida style shave. So recap, Margaritas in the Attic soap, give it a thumbs up, awesome soap for Florida. With this stuff right here. And I use my 34C HD razor, which is a 2-piece razor. Very, very nice razor. Great for beginners, great for seasoned pros. 2-piece razor, very easy to use. And since, like I said, since there's sharks in Florida, what better blade to use than a shark blade? Very nice blade. And I want to say these are made by, by Lord, because they're very similar. Brush that I used was this guy, Stirling Boar. Very nice brush. And once it's broken in, very, very spectacular brush. So I would put this up there easily with the Simogs. The knot, I mean, I don't know where I got this boar knot from, but this is exceptional, excellent knot. Once you break it in, I mean, I don't know if you can see the split hairs on there. This is very soft, lots of backbone, very great brush for holding lather. So I would highly recommend this boar brush if you're looking for a boar brush in your arsenal. But anyway, that's my shave, guys. And please, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there, and also hit like if you like my videos. And I'll be doing another shave video shortly this week. And guys, be safe out there. Have a good week. And I'll see you guys later. You take care now.